Alrighty, everybody, welcome back again to our channel here in Elite Raceway. Hope you guys enjoyed our Tier 1 race last Saturday. We are back here in Bahrain again, but with our Tier 2 group for the first race of the season for them. So here in round 1 of Season 4. So really looking forward to this race. Excited to see who will be our first season winner and which 3 drivers are going to finish on the podium. So 29 laps around Bahrain today after a short 18 minutes qualifying session that we're watching right now. And I think our first driver out would be Sean Frosty with the mediums. Ooh, having a little bit of a spin right there. Is going to need to warm up those tires. So let's see who's behind him. I think that is Cowboys for Life warming up those tires. Right behind him is also Mr. Quick and Thick. But yeah, 16 drivers here today. Unfortunately, the others weren't able to make it, but it is a good-looking group. Pretty sure that there are going to be quite a few battles. We do have Snacks on the live chat saying he's gonna go Snacks P16 quali and race. Well, here's hoping you're P16 to first. Let's last the first challenge, yeah? So we do have Cowboys for Life starting his lap. We're going to keep an eye on him. I know Sean Frosty is up ahead, but he is on the mediums. But although Sean Frosty does have potential to put in quite a good lap. But a couple of track information here about Bahrain. So we do have, so it is Bahrain International Circuit. First Grand Prix was in 2004. In my opinion, I know some may argue, but I actually like Bahrain. It brings a lot of great racing and a lot of good overtaking opportunities. There are 3 DRS zones. Let me see. Yes, 3 DRS zones. Lap length is about 5.412 kilometers. That is for us Americans 3.363 miles. And track does run clockwise. So it has 4 straights and 15 corners. So Cowboys for Life looking pretty well. Is using that battery, only has quite a little bit left for that straight. And so he's going to put in a 130.0, which isn't actually a bad time. And right behind him is Mr. Quick and Thick with a 131.3. Is anybody else about to cross the line? We do have Dr. Dammy as well. And ooh, we do have a retirement. I think that is Oxaim in Sector 1 who retired right there. Dr. Dammy with a 130.3. It's only 0.3 away from Cowboys for Life right there. And DRS Maestro about to cross the line with a 128.6. So 2 seconds ahead of Cowboys for Life. So really good time by DRS. And for today, we do have one reserve here today, Snacks Jr., who I know is Mexican. I saw before the race started that he chose to be in the Sergio Perez seat, representing. And we do have XM Us starting his lap. So a couple of track information that you can see on the bottom right of the track map. So we do have the first right-hander of turn 1. It does come after a long start and straight finish. Does require drivers to brake quite hard after top speed, especially when the DRS is activated. Let's see who else is in Sector 1 to give a little bit more detail. Yep, and right where Kyle is at, we do have turns 2 and 3. Oh, right before that was turns 2 and 3. He's going around right now in turns 5, 6, and 7, which is a fast left, right, left sequence. Opens up a little bit to a straight where he is going to right now. And we do have turns 9 and 10, which is 2 left-hand corners, which is a really tricky part of the track if you don't get the brakes done well, which he actually did really well right there. Especially if you have no ABS on, or which is anti-lock brakes. It is a bit tricky. If you lock up, you do go wide. We did see that with Leclerc last season in Bahrain when in real life. But Kyle is putting a really decent speed, even though he's on the mediums, but he is probably going to hit a 130, 129.7. And I did miss it. Jake also put a 129.7. Unfortunately, we didn't see him in the preseason, but it is nice to see him here today with us. And Snack saying he's washed. No, you're not washed. You are in P5 right now with the 129.8. That is a really good time, senor. So please keep the head up. I'm pretty sure you can finish on the podium. But let's see who else is on the track. So we do have Dob Walters on his hot lap right now. Has a really nice entrance and exit to that corner right there. And this uphill, it is a bit tricky once you feel the tires wearing out a little bit. Did experience that on Saturday's race when the tires were at 60%. It felt like the tires were on ice. So Dob Walters does improve on his time, but it isn't enough to move him up a position. So he is still in P10. XM having a little bit of a squiggly right there. Let's see, we do have, I think that is Vroom. Nope. And we do have N. Kimbrough on his hot lap right now, who is actually doing a really good job dealing with the no traction. For those who aren't aware, we do run with no traction in this league. And he did come in well prepared, looking to practice, and he has done pretty well. I didn't see any spinning so far, but he is going to back into the bits. Dob Walters is going around for another lap. He was a little bit wide right there. And looks like he's going to back out of that, yeah. Oh, we are going to keep an eye on your favorite Jake. So he is going around. Some nice entrance and exit to that corner. It does say that he's down on his time, but you never know if he might be able to pick it up in the later sectors. And he's done well to save up quite a bit of battery for the last two straights. Is up by 1/100th of a second. Ooh, almost lost the car right there. Nice job catching that. Oh, very unfortunate. Wow. Yeah, so that part of the track, it's very common to lose the car if you put too much throttle in too soon. That and turn two. Yeah, I think those two parts of the track are very tricky if you can't get the throttle down right. Oh, Don Valentin moves up to P11 with a 131.2. And we do have Kyle on his hot lap right now, already heading into the hairpin of turn one. Takes that nice and smooth. Yeah, so DRS is still holding in pole position right now with a 128.4 with 5 minutes left of the qualifying. And actually takes that corner really well, nice and tight. Let's see, based on the delta, looks like he was looking quite solid, already up a second off his time. So that might put him on pole position, or at least second, right behind DRS Maestro, but he is looking quite good. Puts the throttle in really well on that corner. And yeah, gets a 128.0, so 4/10 up ahead of DRS Maestro. I think that was Cowboy who had moved. Oh, Snacks with a 128.7. So both Red Bull boys doing really well right there. Let's see who else is up. Ooh, and Sean Frosty getting between the two Red Bulls right there. He gets a 128.6, puts him up to P3. Trying to see who else is on there. Yeah, we do have Don Valentin up 1/10 off his time, so that could put him at... might keep him same in 12th, but if he can improve a little bit more, he might be able to get around the 130s. Ooh, and now he's up 5/10 off his time. Gets the throttle down nicely there. Is using a little bit of the overtake. Looks like that's going to put him in same position, P12, but he does improve very nicely. He's already in the 130s right there. Is anybody else in? Do have Snacks here trying to improve on his time as well as his re-room. So Vroom is actually up 5/10, so that can move him up to P4. Or possibly P3 as well. But I'm not exactly a mathematician over here. Oh, so he was up on... No, it looks like he was still in the 129s. My mistake right there. Let's see. Snacks up. Ooh, almost lost the car a little bit right there. Yeah, so I wonder if DRS. I'm guessing DRS Maestro isn't going to go out for a lap again. But Kyle, actually, no, he is. Yeah, so after Snacks, we'll keep an eye on those two. So we do have Kyle and DRS battling for the pole position. Oh, Snacks losing the car. The same spot that Jake lost it as well. So like I said, it's such a tricky sector, a tricky section of the track. I mean, if you put too much throttle in, you almost go into the wall. Yeah, so the top three. Snacks saying the game is rigged. No, senor, you just need to to ease off the throttle a little bit, yeah? Yeah, so it looks like Kyle's going to be the first one to be on his hot lap, so we'll keep an eye on both of them. Actually, top three can surprise us on who will get the pole position. And very smooth driving from Kyle, honestly. Oh! Commentator's curse! Oh, I hate to do it to you. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Let's see, so DRS is already on a purple sector 1. We're on to him next. Okay, so we'll see how much he's up on his time in sector 2. He's gonna take this really nice and smooth. And DRS Maestro is up 3/10 right now. Sean Frosty, I think I'll be able to see it now. Has to take this really well. He's on the throttle, full throttle now. And he is going to put a 128.4. So not enough to catch Kyle and Sean, not enough to catch DRS Maestro. So and we do have XM who moves up to P6 with a 129.0. Nicely done. Okay, let me just notify them not to ready up. Okay, so we have on pole position Kyle left the session with a 128.0, followed by DRS Maestro, Sean Frosty, Snacks, Vroom, XM, Untitled, Cowboys for Life, your favorite Jake, Dob Walters, Dr. Dammy, Mr. Quick and Thick, Don Valentin, Polar Droog, Annie Kimbrough, and Oxane. So that is our grid heading into the race. Okay, and for those who are not aware of our league rules, so we do give a couple minutes for our drivers to prepare themselves, get their strategies prepared, get their setups prepared after qualifying. So we do request that drivers do not ready up for the session. Hopefully those who are on the track are listening in as well. But I will put up the tires. So there are very different types of strategies you could actually use. You could go mediums to hards, hards to mediums, or we did see in tier one a softs to softs to mediums, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was hards. Could be wrong. But tires do tend to wear out a little bit on this track. I think about 14, 15 laps went a about 16, no, 660, 70%. And that was on medium, so softs is is a little bit more, is a little bit worse. All right. Yep. So like I said, just a couple more minutes. They're gonna prepare their strategies, get their setups ready. It is gonna be a long race, 29 laps around Bahrain. Possibilities of a safety car are there. Um, Low, but they are there. I think we had. I have seen places where times where there has been three safety cars in Bahrain, so that is also something to prepare for. And to our drivers who are on track and listening, just a friendly reminder, always keep it sensible and cautious on the first corner. Everybody's close together. Uh, Highly recommend, you brake early because the driver ahead of you is going to have a car ahead of them. So just be prepared to brake early, avoid any contact if you can. They do have a couple seconds left, so I am letting them know to ready up now. And they do have a formation lap, so it will be one lap around Bahrain right before the race. Enough time to get their tires warmed up. And again, if you don't know, for those on track who are listening, make sure you warm up your tires manually. We don't want you going AI or letting the game warm up the tires. So I know it's boring to go around the track, but please follow the rules. Thank you. So let's get this all set up. Okay, so it looks like a lot of different strategies. So we do have Kyle and Sean going on the mediums and DRS Maestro in P2 with the soft. So he is going to look to get a better start than Kyle and try and get that overtake done before. And we only have two drivers on the hard, so that is Vroom and your favorite Jake, which is honestly not a bad idea. But if there is a safety car, then here's hoping that they have a better strategy. Although if I were them, I'd probably go for uh, the harder strategy. Ooh, Kyle having a little bit of a spin. I hope not to see that in the race, senor, please. Do want to see you in the front, having a really good battle. Although DRS Maestro is probably thinking, well, I hope you do that on the first lap. Oh yeah, so that was the strategy I was talking about. That's on the screen. So soft stops to hards is another two-stop strategy. So that might be the strategy that DRS Maestro is trying to go for, and also the ones in the back from P10 to P16. All right, so we do have Kyle aiming for the inside line of DRS Maestro, trying to get that cut off to avoid DRS Maestro getting the overtake done before the turn one. But looks like they're all on the grid. Lights are gonna go off. And here we go with the race. So, ooh, a bit of a spin in the back with Dr. Dammy, I think. So we do have DRS Maestro taking the lead from Kyle. Kyle on the inside, or sorry, on the outside. DRS Maestro having a really good start right there. Side by side, Kyle gets the first place back. And Snacks moving up to P3 now. So really good start by the Red Bulls, honestly. DRS did put a little bit of pressure on Kyle right there. So let's see, any drama behind? We do have a little bit of side-by-side with Sean Frosty and Dob Walters. Sean Frosty getting ahead. Dob Walters getting a little bit close to the back of Sean right there. And let's see in the back. Let's put the tires up. Ooh, Oxame getting really close to the rear of Jake. Has to be a little bit cautious. A little bit of contact between Dammy and Cowboys for life right there, but no damage, right? Yeah, so the two Red Bulls with two different strategies. So we have DRS on the soft, Snacks on the medium. So Snacks might be telling DRS to rush it up a little bit. Ooh, Snacks losing the car a little bit right there, but does well to gain it back. Contact between Dob Walters and Don Valentin. Don Valentin stays ahead of Dob Walters right there. See, there might be an overtake done with Ox Aim and your favorite Jake. Ooh, Sean Frosty getting past Snacks up ahead. Ooh, not exactly sure what happened. Snacks lost two positions right there. So DRS is now activated, and DRS Maestro is right behind Kyle. So we might get an overtake done on the straight. And ooh, I think that's Dob Walters losing quite a lot of positions actually. And we have Dr. Dammy going on the inside of Cowboys for Life. Ooh, a little bit, almost some contact right there. My goodness. Does well to bank out. And right behind we have Dom Walters going on the inside of Mr. Quick and Thick. Mr. Quick and Thick going wide, has a spin. So yellow flags, but no safety car. He is able to get his car back on the track. I think DRS Maestro might be looking to make a move with the DRS activated. He is going to go on the outside. And Kyle defending the position. And right behind we do have Snacks on the inside, is able to stay ahead of Sean Frosty right there. And I think your favorite Jake might be looking to make a move on Ox Aim as well. It is really close to the rear of him. And your favorite Jake is going to have the DRS here, but is opting to stay back. And we do have Don Valentin right behind Sean Frosty as well. So he can try making an overtake on this next DRS straight. However, Sean Frosty does have DRS from Snacks as well, so he might help him to pull out a little bit. Yeah, looks like he isn't able to get the overtake done. Is DRS able to catch up to Kyle? No, looks like he's still behind. Is going to have the second DRS right here. And isn't able to get fully alongside and try for the overtake. And oh, Kyle having touched the curb a little bit too much right there. Doesn't fully spin, but he does lose the position. So he is alongside now Snacks, who's trying to defend and continue on how he was. Let's see, Don Valentin right behind Sean Frosty as well, going on the inside. And Dr. Dynamite picking up a 3-second penalty right there. So DRS Maestro now taking the lead of the race, is 4 seconds ahead of XM, so has quite a comfortable lead. However, he is with the softs. And I think that's Dr. Dammy losing quite a bit of positions right there as well. And DRS Maestro, or Snacks actually, I take that back, taking fastest lap right now with the 133.1. And we do have Snacks going for the overtake up ahead past XM. And XM getting the position back, or no? Looks like Snacks is going to try defending that. However, yeah, XM went on the inside, stays ahead of Snacks right there. Snacks now under pressure by Kyle. And I think that's N. Kimbrel in the back with the yellow flags. But looks like no safety car for now. We do have Don Valentin putting a little bit of pressure on Sean Frosty right there. Doesn't go for the overtake. And ooh, almost loses the car right there. Yeah, so see, the mediums, they felt horrible already at 10 laps, in my opinion. I can't imagine how the softs are going to be. So Don Valentin is going to be suffering a little bit, or anybody else with the softs. So it's a question on when DRS Maestro is going to pit. Yeah, so Kyle looking to make the overtake, gets it easily done. Snacks following right behind with the help of the slipstream and the DRS. And honestly, a fantastic race by these guys. I think that's Polar Drew onto the grass right there, or gravel. He is safely back onto the track. Ox Aim as well. Looks like he had a bit of a spin. See any action happening up in front. Yeah, so there is a bit of a three-car battle here with Kyle, Snacks, and XM. DRS Maestro up ahead with 6 seconds, with a 6-second lead. Doing really well. And looks like Sean Frosty has joined the battle, so he is within the DRS of XM, but looks like Snacks might be looking to make an overtake. He is using a little bit of battery. And great side by side by Snacks and Kyle right there. It gives each other, we both give each other enough room. Kyle stays ahead. DRS might be looking to make a move on the inside, but yeah, looks like he does. Is able to. Oh no, looks like Kyle's able to get it back. Great side-by-side racing by Kyle and Snacks right there, and it's giving enough time for DRS Maestro to continue pulling up ahead. So now DRS Maestro went from 6 seconds to almost 7 seconds there. Might be losing a little bit of time due to the 6-lap-old softs. And Ox Aim getting a 3-second penalty from multiple warnings right there. So track limits is quite tricky on this track, honestly. And we do have Vroom behind Dr. Dammy, so Vroom might be on a better advantage right there. He is on 6-lap-old hards, Dr. Dammy on 6-lap-old softs. And oh, Vroom, a little bit of contact right there between Vroom and Dr. Dammy. Best case scenario, Vroom probably could have waited a little bit for that DRS straight, but no harm, no foul. No incidents has happened, but we do have quite a few drivers in the pits. We have Kyle, Snacks, Sean, and Dr. Dammy in the pits. DRS Maestro staying out still with the softs. So we do have Kyle on the softs. Which is going to be interesting. You went mediums to softs if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, so he is going to be behind a little bit of traffic right here. Yeah, I was gonna say it's a little bit tricky to go side by side on this. Ooh, a little bit of contact right there, and I think that's a virtual safety car. Not exactly sure what happened. Is any car missing their wing? And I think that's N Kimbrough who has no wing currently, yeah. Honestly, he's a trooper. He is learning the no traction control, so props to him. Hoping he doesn't retire, but he is doing really well, still staying alive and keeping the car on track. So virtual safety car, DRS Maestro now in the pits, going on the mediums. So went from softs to mediums. looks like our leader of the race is now Cowboys for Life. Mr. Quick and Thick picking up a drive-through penalty for speeding under the VSC. So, yeah, the Delta is honestly a frustrating thing. So, it looks like he is serving it right now. He is in the pits. Looks like Kyle left the session and has already passed Polar Droog. Snacks right behind. Ooh, a bit of a bundle up right there of cars. So we do have a mixture of drivers with fresh tires and old tires. So it's just a little reminder to them to be a little bit cautious when driving behind them. Because they are going to be braking a lot later than, sorry, a lot sooner than them. Oh, I think that's Polar Drew going wide. Snacks able to get past easily. And it looks like Sean Frosty is going to try going for the overtake here. And fantastic job giving the room. And we do have Don Valentin also looking to get past XM. So XM has the hard compounds, Don Valentin with the softs. Oxame getting past Polar Droog, and looks like Polar Droog is going to be going into the pits. And DRS Maestro easily getting past Cowboys for Life, getting back that lead of the race. I know, unfortunate for Mr. Quick and Thick, so he had a drive-through penalty. Now, I believe he got rid of it. Does unfortunately pick up a 10-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane, so unfortunate for him, really. Yes, we still have the 3-car battle over here. We have Sean Frosty, XM, and Don Valentin. Your favorite Jake right behind Dr. Dammy. Looks like Jake is going to be looking to make an overtake. No, stays back, gets a little bit close to the back of Dr. Dammy right there. Does get the DRS, so he is most likely going to get an easy pass right here. But, oh, maybe not so easy because Dr. Dammy's going to fight for that. And your favorite Jake is able to stay up ahead, but Dr. Dammy is going to have the DRS on the next tray, but looks like your favorite Jake is going to pull away a little bit there. Yeah, so just to look at the penalties, so we have Dr. Dammy, Ox Aim with 3 seconds, and what we mentioned before, Mr. Quick and Thick with the 10-second penalty. So only 3 drivers with penalties, so well done to quite the majority of them. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Cowboys for Life and Vroom are the only drivers who have yet to pit. So yes, it looks like they are, and Don Valentin going on the inside of XM right there, picks up a penalty while doing so. And Vroom is closing in quite a bit on Cowboys for Life. Is on a the strategy, the most advantaged strategy-wise. But yeah, honestly, great racing by these guys. I don't think I've seen anybody who has had any contact that has affected their race really. Um, I don't think there has been any tire change. Sorry, not any tire, any wing changes or any damage from anybody yet. Here's hoping I'm not commentators cursing it, but Kyle up ahead, getting past Cowboys for Life. And Vroom is also in the sight of Kyle for Kyle is on the softs. Vroom on 11 lap old hards. Yeah, looks like Kyle's gonna get the overtake done easily right here. And down behind, we have Sean Frosty also on the back of Snacks right there. A little bit of contact, but still nicely done right there. No harm, no foul. He is going to have the DRS again. And looks like he's going to go on the outside. And oh, a little bit of contact. Well, contact between Snacks and Sean Frosty right there. Head down, Snacks. You got this. And is anyone behind? We do have rooms. Well, Kyle already pans room, so he is backing out a little bit. And that is a yellow flags. I think that is and Kimbrel on the wall. And that is a safety car. So that does put a huge change on everybody's strategy. Those who have, well, it looks like everybody's probably going to pit. Mr. Quick and Think getting past the safety car off track right there. So DRS Maestro is entering the pits right now. And looks like he is going on the mediums again. Kyle picking up a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That is going to hurt at the end of the race, man. Senor, please slow down the car. Yeah, so everybody's going to the pits right now. Actually, the only ones who have stayed out are Sean, Don Valentin, and Snacks. I'm surprised Don Valentin hasn't gone into the pits considering he's on the sauce, but... Yeah, contact was unfortunate between Sean and Snacks, but I think Snacks could probably have, or has the potential to climb back up a little bit after that. Yeah, so 15 laps left on this. So for sure, Don Valentin isn't going to last the 15 laps on those softs. So it is a question on when he is going to pit. Let's see any position changes. So we do have Sean Frosty up 2, Don Valentin up 11, Snacks 1, DRS Maestro down 2. Yet drivers ahead of him have yet to pit again. So he is on the fresher tires. All the ones behind are on fresher tires. Kyle down 4, Vroom 1, Cowboys for Life 1, Dr. Dammy 3, XM down 3. Walter's doing well to stay in the same position he started in, as well as Polar Droog. And Oxame up 4 positions as well. So quite a few drivers have had a really good start of the race. Yeah, so we have Don Valentin now entering the pits. And I don't think anybody else is. Yes, nobody else is. So that's just Don Valentin. And it looks like he's going to be going for the. It does not show me on the doesn't show me on the image, but it shows me on the list. There we go. He's going on the hards. And comes out in P10 or no P11 right there. And Oxame the only driver on softs, but there are over 10 laps left of the race. So the softs might not be the best tire. I don't think he has he pitted. Let's see. Yeah, he's pit twice. Now we'll see what his strategy is for the race. All right, so they are waiting for Mr. Quick and Thick to catch up to the grid. Polar Drew going into the pits. Not exactly sure why. Oh, he's going on mediums. Okay. Yeah, so they are waiting for Mr. Quick and Thick, so it should be going in at the end of this lap. So just a recap, we do have Sean Frosty leading the race, followed by Snacks, DRS Maestro, Kyle, Sean Frosty and Snacks on eight lap old and hards. Everybody else except Bob Walters on fresh tires. And just to look at the penalties again, we do have Kyle with a 10-second penalty, Bob Walters, Don Valentin, Dr. Dami, and Untitled with 3 seconds. So the Ars Maestro is in a good position at the moment. And safety car is in this lap, so we do have Sean Frosty leading the safety car restart. So he is giving the safety car a couple of seconds to get back into the pits. Looks like he's heading off now. Has a really good start right there. And that is, I think, Oxame in the back having a bit of a spin. Is back onto the track. And looks like Kyle is going on the inside of DR's Maestro. A little bit of contact right there, but looks like no damage to his wing right on his end plate. don't think there's any movement in the back. We do have your favorite Jake closing in a little bit on XM right there. XM losing the car a little bit. I'm not sure if that was contact from Jake, but Jake going on the inside. So side-by-side racing right there between Jake and XM. Jake getting ahead of XM right there. And it looks like DRS got past Snacks as well. So Red Bulls are working together, it seems. And a little bit of a battle between Dom Walters and XM, it looks like. So DRS is going to be activated on this next lap. Kyle picking up a 3-second penalty, so that's 13 seconds of penalties for him. Everybody's still looking good. Looks like DRS Maestro getting the pass done on Sean Frosty. Sean Frosty looking to make a switchback. Gets ahead of DRS Maestro. And Snacks following right behind his teammate as well. He does have Kyle right behind him. Vroom right behind Kyle. And looks like there's a 2-second gap between P5 and P6. That is yellow flags, but looks like that's Polar Drew in Sector 2 right there. Yeah, so both Red Bulls have the chance to get an overtake done on Sean Frosty. DRS Maestro is going to have the DRS. He can pull Snacks right along with him. But no, looks like Snacks is going to stand back. DRS Maestro is able to get the overtake done on Sean Frosty right behind XM, going on the inside of Cowboy. And Cowboys for Life fighting that a little bit as well. XM staying up ahead. And that is yellow flags. I think that is Oxame back on the track. And looks like Mr. Quick and Thick is staying ahead of Don Valentin. Don Valentin was trying to make a move right there. So 10 laps remaining. We do have DRS Maestro leading the race in front of Sean Frosty. Kyle, Vroom getting past Kyle, who does have the 13 seconds, so that is going to bump him down quite a few positions if everybody stays close together like this. A little bit of a Tokyo drift right there for Snacks, but doing well to keep the car straight. And looks like Kyle is going to go into the pits, picks up another 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, is going to retire. Very unfortunate for him, but yeah, you do have to slow down for those penalties, or to not receive those penalties. So we do have Dr. Dammy right behind his teammate Untitled. I think that is Mr. Quick and Thick going off track. So we still have DRS Maestro leading the race. Sean Frosty right behind him, Snacks as well. And honestly, I think DRS Maestro is in a really good position. Vroom might actually have potential to get a podium as well. Both of them on equal battery right there. And DRS Maestro still pulling away, now over a second ahead of Sean Frosty. So Sean Frosty isn't going to have DRS on DRS. The irony, DRS on DRS. Vroom right on Snacks. He is going to get the DRS. So is he able to get an overtake done? He gets past Snacks easily. And we do have Cowboys for Life also behind XM, but looks like he's not going to be able to get a move done. And in the back, we also have Don Valentine right behind Dr. Dammy. So it is a battle on who is going to finish on the podium. So your favorite Jake is behind Snacks by 3 seconds. So it is a battle between the top 4, and we do have a battle here for 6 and for 9th as well. Yeah, so Don Valentine is right behind Dr. Dammy, gets the DRS activated there. There is a yellow flags. I think that is Oxaim in the back. He is on 7-lap-old softs, so the softs are most likely feeling terrible at this point. And we do get Don Valentine getting past Dr. Dammy. And up ahead we did have Snacks getting past Broom, so it is a battle between quite a lot of battles happening at the same time. So Broom getting that position back. Dr. Dammy as well getting that position back from Don Valentine for P9. And DRS Maestro still remaining over a second ahead of Sean Frosty. Is on the better tire at the moment. That is yellow flags. I think that's entitled on the wall, and looks like he is missing his right end plate, which is very unfortunate for him. So he is going to have to go into the pits, if he thinks he could last the remaining laps with that damage. But most likely he'll go into the pits. We do have Snacks ahead, closing in quite a bit on Vroom. Ooh, a little bit of a bump. Snacks, if you're going to go for the overtake, please go around the car. Thank you. Goes on the inside, is able to get the pass done. Vroom is going to stay right behind. Snacks is going to have the second DRS activated there, so he is going to remain ahead. We have a little bit of a battle between Dr. Dammy and Mr. Quick and Thick as well. Ooh, Mr. Quick and Thick almost losing the car a little bit right there. Is struggling. And it looks like he is going to be under pressure by Don Valentine as well. And yeah, so it looks like Untitled is going to go into the pits to replace that wing. So now DRS managed for 4 seconds. I'm not exactly sure what happened with Sean Frosty, but Sean Frosty has lost quite a lot of time from DRS Maestro, and now under pressure from Snacks as well. Yeah, so like I said, the mediums, no, sorry, the hards were already at like with 15 laps. No, sorry, the mediums at 15 laps were already at 60-70%. So the hards are probably feeling a little bit better, but not probably not still not as great. Yeah, so it looks like there's 5 laps remaining. Snacks. Ooh, a little bit of contact between Snacks and Sean Frosty. Sean Frosty moving. Don't know why he's moving a little bit to the right there. Contact between Snacks and Sean Frosty. Snacks head down. You could keep it going. Yeah, not exactly sure what happened there. Always important to leave the space. So if there's any incident between two drivers, then just report it. Stewards will look at it, but that is the second contact between them. So not exactly sure if there's any issue. But we do have DRS Maestro still leading the race, now 5 seconds ahead of Sean Frosty. Vroom closing in quite a bit on Sean. And Snacks actually putting in a little bit more time on Vroom. Actually, looks like he's losing it actually, because Vroom is picking up the DRS from Sean Frosty. And that is a car on track with yellow flags. Looks like that's Bob Walters in Sector 2. But going back up ahead, Vroom still less than a second behind Sean Frosty. Is doing well to stay right behind. Is keeping it within the DRS. So it looks like it's a battle between P2 and P5. So we have Cowboys for Life on XM Us and Vroom on Sean Frosty. Ooh, that Snacks going off track. Is losing quite a bit of positions right there. Not exactly sure what happened, but he is down to P6 now. And Cowboys for Life on XM Us. But it does look like quite a few drivers are struggling with the tires now. Snacks are going on the inside of Cowboys for Life, getting a nice overtake done right there. I think Cowboys for Life is defending the position. And a little bit of contact between Cowboys for Life and Snacks. It looks like everybody just likes the touch of Snacks' car. Jeez. Yeah, so we still have Vroom staying close behind Sean Frosty, who is doing well to save up battery, keeping him up ahead of Vroom. And DR's managed for having a great race, really. Up 4 seconds ahead of Sean Frosty. And 50 and 07 on the live chat saying Snacks is getting bullied. Yep, it looks like some people just wanted some snacks during the race. Snacks is going into the pits. I'm hoping he's not retiring, but he can probably try going for the fastest lap, which is, I think, held by Kyle with the 131.2, who has DNF. Yes, we do have XM under pressure by Cowboys for Life. Cowboys for Life doing really well to save up that battery, but XM as well. So is Cowboys for Life able to get the overtake done? They are on second to last lap now. And Vroom getting past Sean Frosty up ahead, so he is staying there. Yeah, so Sean Frosty's tires, they might be feeling quite horrible now. And no, that's Vroom losing control of the car. And Sean Sean Frosty easily gets back that position. Now Vroom under pressure by XM Us, who is under pressure by Cowboys for Life. Looks like Vroom has used a little bit of battery to stay ahead and gain a bit of a gap from XM. And behind Snacks, getting past Polar Droog as well, so now he is up to P9. And Cowboys for Life getting really close to the rear of XM. Gets the flap open, is going to get past him. Moves up to P4 now. But XM, I think... No, looks like he's gonna back out right there. XM does get the DRS right behind Cowboys for Life, but doesn't look like it's going to help him much. But Cowboys for Life now getting a little bit closer to Vroom now. They are on the final lap. And DRS Maestro having a great race, still leading it. Yeah, up ahead we have DRS Maestro going around the final corner, having a smooth race. Doing a little bit of a wave. So Sean Frosty going second. And looks like up behind Cowboys for Life had a bit of a spin, so now XM and Your Favorite Jake are up a position. And I'm not sure if Untitled is going to get the, yeah, it looks like he got the overtake done on Polar Droog. Just a friendly reminder for those drivers listening, if you want to leave the race, please do so at the end when we already have the race results, just because as you can see on the screen, Sean Frosty crossed the line, decided to leave, and now the game is going to mark him as DNF. So for us uh, to keep track, please keep it, or please stay until the end, so that way admins can make sure the results are the same. But Snacks getting the fastest lap with a 130.5. Well done by Snacks, honestly. And we are just waiting for Dom Walters to go around the last corner. And DRS, fantastic job, honestly, fantastic race. I hope you are in contention for the championship. I do want you to win. But I am aware that I can't be placing bets on you, because we have learned from last season with This Is J Dog. Placing bets on you is quite risky. Alrighty, so just to go over the final grid, or the final race results. So we have DRS Maestro, our first season winner, followed by Vroom, who actually technically should be Sean Frosty, but like I said, next time please stay after the race, out of consideration for the admins and out of consideration of the game. You know, it takes more to make sure all the results and the times are fine. But yeah, so then XM, your favorite Jake, Cowboys for Life, Mr. Quick and Thick, Don Valentine, Snacks, Polo Droog, Untitled, Ox Aim, Dr. Dammy, Sean Frosty, Dub Walters, and our only two DNFs, which are Kyle and Kimbrel. So honestly, great race to all of you. We are looking forward to seeing how the season is going to turn out. Looks like there are going to be quite a few battles happening throughout the grid, in the front, in the back, in the middle of the grid. Looks like it's going to be everywhere. So, everybody, if you're not aware, we do have our Gnosis division racing later tonight in about an hour. So stay tuned. Um, yeah, and it will most likely be hosted by myself, La Rory, with Turtle, our division admin Turtle. So everybody stay tuned, and we'll catch you guys later.